And then I was
Ready?
like, come on.
Oh, hey everybody, we have returned.
And we're back. So, for the last piece of Sony news, it's probably the biggest piece of the whole, like, debacle. It was probably, like, the inception of the whole thing. So, the reason behind the entire, like, Sony hack and stuff like that was a threat from North Korea over the release of the Sony film. The interview. Yeah.
Do you remember, like, right when we started the podcast about a year ago, you told us about the interview, and we were all like, man, that's such a good idea. Like, it was, like, one of our first 10 episodes.
Shit. Yeah, I forgot about that.
And now it's, like, come to be, because first of all, I thought it was, like, years away.
Yeah.
It's come to be, and we're getting into a war over it. Like,
exactly. We're on the brink of destruction
Over James Franco's acting ability.
Over James Franco's acting ability. Which it is pretty good.
That's pretty good.
So, after, like, the initial tweet, like, everybody thought it was just, like, over this. And then the hackers / North Korean government issued, like, a statement saying basically, like, anybody who shows the movie is, like, under threat. So, this started an entire thing which resulted in the major theater chains basically saying, we're not going to show the movie. And right after that, Sony hourly saying we're not going to release the movie and we have no further plans, like initially throughout the thing. So, at this point, what did you guys think?
Molly?
I mean, like, okay, so, like, we all, it's, like, funny because I just worked in the movie theater.
Yeah.
And, I know
Lucid too.
Our company, yeah, it was the same one.
The one with the shooting.
Yeah, the one with the shooting. And that kind of puts it in perspective, like, I know the theater I worked for, that company was, like, very wholesome and, like, very, like, I don't know, it had, like, a family-ish feel, especially of, like, the management and whatnot. And I know that they were pretty conservative and they wouldn't have wanted to put their, like, patrons at risk for anything. So, I kind of see where they're coming from by not wanting to show it, especially after the shooting, and, like, I mean, it just makes sense for them not to want to show it as a company. Because if they show it, and, I mean...
So for the viewers who don't know...
we have dogs.
Yeah, first of all, we have dogs. Second of all...
I thought Molly was still talking.
The theater Molly used to work at, had a shooting where
Hey, I worked there too.
Cop, right?
I worked there too.
Yeah, I worked there for like 3 years.
I worked there for like a
3
summer
days.
and then left.
Moose ran through all the girls there.
It's not hard to do. They're all pretty easy.
I quit, I think, 2 months.
I'm going to make sure Monica listens to this.
Oh yeah, I'm talking about you, Monica.
No, Monica's a straight baller. But I think I quit 2 months before that shooting happened.
That happened like 6 months ago. You've not been working at the
So let me finish, so we can tell everybody what it was.
Oh,
the theater.
A gun.
Where it was a theater where somebody was talking during a movie, or
someone was texting.
Somebody was texting during a movie,
but they actually weren't texting.
Yeah, doesn't matter. The semantics, whatever. Like, guy told him to stop texting. Guy turned around, threw popcorn at him. Guy pulled out a gun, shot the guy right then and there. The guy was a retired police captain. Was that right?
Mm-hmm.
He was a cop.
Yeah, he was a retired cop, and then the guy who was killed was like a father.
Yeah, it was a father.
Had like a young daughter or something.
So come to Florida.
So
don't come to Florida.
Come to Wesley Chapel, where all your dreams come true. But
it's like Disneyland.
But
there's rats everywhere.
The theater chains that decide to show it, if something were to happen to like their patrons, like would be responsible and could be sued.
Yeah.
My immediate thought when they were like, yeah, we're pulling it out of theaters, all that.
I was like,
it was just more like, okay, well then just put it on like video on demand. Like,
which is what they did, and it makes sense. But I feel part of me is like, I understand why the theaters did it. Part of me is like, America.
Well, North Korea can't like
fuck
shut
North
our
Korea.
internet down. We shut their internet down.
We should buy your internet.
We should.
Well, apparently they hacked Sony, and I would feel like, and it wasn't just like emails; it was like people's socials.
It was all done. Yeah.
Well,
I'm just the valet guy.
Like the 40-year-old, he's like 40. He was in 40-Year-Old Virgin, but he's not the main character. He's cute. Right. Yes, they had like his like social or whatever, like in one of the emails. Like, That fucker's a millionaire.
Paul Rudd's awesome.
I
Did you
know.
see that video
And
of
he's
like
so handsome.
some redneck starts like making fun of this gay guy at the airport and then goes to fight him? Paul Rudd steps in, like fucking pulls him off, and like nobody realized it was Paul Rudd till like 3 days later.
I saw that video. I
And
didn't
then
know
he turned
it was
into
him.
an ant. And he realized.
And then he turned to an
Yeah,
ant,
was
lifted
it-
his foot.
Was that really him? Because
Yeah, that
I
was
saw
Paul
that
Rudd.
video and I didn't know it was him.
Yeah.
But
I
it was
thought
like a
that was
shitty.
Ryan Gosling. No, that was another thing.
Ryan
right?
Gosling would have just looked at him and been like,
No, Ryan Gosling did that thing too. Like in New York, where this guy was beating on this other guy, and Ryan Gosling came. First of all, he looked
If
so
Ryan-
douchey.
I would
With- He
think
had like a
His
tank top
GG?
t-shirt.
Oh,
he had
no.
a tank top on.
If by douchey, you mean perfect.
But anyways, let's digress. All right, so here's like the main question, and then later on, Sony decided to release the movie on VOD for $6, 2-day rental, or you can just buy the movie outright for $15.
And
Like
you
you know,
Or there were a few theaters. There was like a drive-in theater that
Yeah.
was showing it in Tampa.
yeah.
You know what
there's-
I'm kind of scared about though?
Hmm?
I feel like this is setting a path to the extinction of movie
Terrorists?
theaters. No, extinction of movie theaters.
Extinction of movie theaters.
Yeah. Just
Everyone's
because of the
gonna
fact-
start threatening
Well, no,
movie
no, no.
theaters.
Well, here we go. Like, all right, movie theaters are getting threatened for playing this movie, so they're forced to release it online. Everybody, like other studios, realize the benefit in this too, so they're probably going to start pushing that more often than theaters. Like, you're still going to have theaters that play movies, but I feel like it's going to be more of like
We've talked about this multiple times.
we have,
Like,
but I
the
feel like this
podcast.
is going to be like an extra push to do that.
I
Just
don't know.
because I feel like you can get away with it more.
I think the more and more it happens, the less and less like people will care. It's like people threaten all the time. Like
That's true.
it's not.
I
Like,
don't know. I'm too busy for like Ryan to be like, oh babe, let's sit down and watch this movie. Like I'm too like we didn't get to watch the interview because I'm just too busy. But like if I actually go like if there's a movie I want to see playing at 7 o'clock at like Cobb or whatever, like I schedule that time off. Whereas if I'm home and there's a movie playing, the dogs are running around, my roommate's talking, Justin's texting me about stupid shit, like whatever.
Nice.
Like so I feel like
Do people always be best friends?
forever.
I do
Yeah.
see that.
Yeah, but if you got people in this world like Justin, you'll be buying movies on demand and watching them on your phone while you drive to work or on your lunch
I
break
do do that.
or taking a shower or masturbating.
Yeah. Well,
All those
sometimes you're thinking about it's like, well, I gotta be working. Like it takes me like a half hour to get to work. I'm already 5 minutes late, but I can watch a movie really fast.
While you masturbate in the
The
shower, you're killing 3
Life
birds
Proof
with
case
one
right
stone.
there.
Yeah, exactly.
Life Proof, your sponsor.
Yeah.
Masturbating, videos on demand.
Anyways, I double gunned life proof, but
25 years of my life.
so as Sony as a company, like what's their responsibility to
America.
moviegoers first.
To America.
Moviegoers first, theater second, and C, their employees, or 3, their employees. Because they do have a responsibility to the people that work for them.
or their
You know,
fan base, because they need it.
The employees is weird because
Because they're the ones that are personally being impacted.
no, I know, and I understand because I feel like people at Sony knew this movie was going to be made, and that there could have been some repercussions. But at the same time, like there are things about my job that I don't agree with, and I'm still going to do it to make money. I really didn't think they thought it was going to be a threat for their employees. You know what I mean? Like I don't think they took it as.
But boy, were they
I think they
wrong.
are.
I feel
They were
I
so
feel like
wrong.
there's no way the government didn't hear about this when we talked about our podcast a year ago. They weren't listening. Why weren't they listening?
Yeah.
And they were like, "Man, this is a bad idea." Like,
Well, I mean, like up
Kim
until
Jong Un's gonna be so angry.
Up until
He's gonna write us
now-
a nasty email.
now, Kim Jong, like the whole North Korean government's been.
Say it again.
They've been like relatively a little bit of a joke. Like all of their threats, they've been like, "Matt, we make jokes
Whoa,
about
whoa,
them."
why did you say they might hack our
Yeah,
fucking...
they've been
Our
hacking
YouTube
our,
account?
our YouTube. Or
And if I lose my YouTube account, I'm going to lose all of my videos that I worked so hard on.
and his 70 followers.
Oh, that's a
7.
lot.
Oh,
Yeah.
shit, it went up. Had 2.
Anyways, this sounds more like your Facebook account. No, I think has it reached 70 yet?
Our friends?
Yeah.
Our basic, we have like 90 fans.
Oh, okay.
By the way, I
That's not
know
bad.
between the 3 of us, we have more than 90 Facebook friends. So why aren't they liking our page?
That's a
They
good
don't
question.
like to hear us talk.
Let's just call
I've had our friends say that to our faces. Like, I didn't
Let's
know
just-
your voice.
let's just call it.
My voice is pretty awful.
Let's just call it the quality of our show and leave it at that. All right. I wouldn't say it's a lack of character.
It's certainly not a lack of character.
Yeah, exactly. But anyways, so really quick, like, so we can agree that, what did we agree on this? As far as...
That Sony has a responsibility to
Do
the
things.
patrons of the theaters and their employees.
Yeah, but what was
In
it?
America.
What is the responsibility? Like, do they just do it no matter
Hey,
what?
Obama told them they
It's
made
a
a mistake. And I feel like...
Well, it's easy for Obama. Obama's like, what do you mean I can blame somebody? Like,
Well, no, but I mean, like, he's not wrong. Like, we live in America for a reason, and we sometimes have freedom of speech, when
So-
you're not on to cop, and so you should,
I think people are giving, like, Sony's like, oh, Sony, you're censoring free speech. So, like, to me, it wasn't that. It was theater censoring free speech and Sony making a smart business move.
Oh, no, I don't blame Sony for this at all.
Yeah.
Like, I honestly,
Well, no,
like...
they need to upgrade their McAfee software. And
Well, that's different, but I mean, I don't blame them
Get that
for,
Norton
like...
shield up.
I just think they made
Just
a wrong
upgrade it.
decision.
$5 more a
pulling
month.
it.
Oh my gosh, it's so much though. Anyways,
I don't
yeah.
think they made a bad choice in pulling it, especially if it wasn't going to make money. And honestly, it brought a lot of attention to their film. Like, everyone was like, oh, this is a marketing ploy. It was like, no, North Korea really isn't happy with us. But Sony couldn't buy better press.
Yeah, pretty much. So let's close it out with something a little bit more positive. Me and Lewis have both seen the movie, The Interview. And I'll start with you, Lewis. What did you think?
My favorite part of the whole movie is no, don't have a puppy.
What?
I laughed so fucking hard at that.
Kim Jong-un gives James Franco a puppy as a gift at a certain point in the movie. And then after...
Is it a
like,
mutt or purebred?
oh, no, it's adorable.
Yeah.
It's adorable. I don't know what
what it
puppy it is, but it's a small puppy. And he's like...
They have puppies in North Korea. They ate them.
He goes, there's like this huge thing. They go fight all these guys, and he goes, one more thing. Let's get my puppy. Like,
Oh,
and he's running through
I'm
everything.
gonna go watch it now. There's a
They're
puppy
like running in the
in it.
hallway. This guy lifts up an AK-47, and James Franco just turns and goes, "No, wait, I have a puppy."
You can't shoot a puppy.
No, exactly. It was great.
So, okay. The movie isn't... It's so, like, weird the way I feel about the movie is that it's not... Especially in the beginning, I was not enjoying it like the first 10, 15 minutes of the movie.
Mm.
But there's like, I don't know what point of the movie it just turns.
When Rob Lowe.
But yeah, pretty much when Rob Lowe shows up. But James Franco carries the movie pretty much on his back.
Really?
He is so funny.
Now
Which
I
is
have-
funny too,
now
because
I
you're
wanna
right.
watch it.
Like when the movie started, I was like, "This is gonna be fucking terrible." And
I was hearing
mainly
such
because
weird
of
reviews about it.
James Franco's character. It starts off, you're like, "Okay,
He's a little bit
like,
too over the top.
yeah, over the top, stupid."
And he
but,
doesn't
like,
fit
slowly
everybody
grows on you.
else. Like everybody else is fitting like in a normal like Seth Rogen type movie.
Yeah.
But then when like a certain point in the movie it flips and you see like James Franco's really funny.
Yeah.
Like just his
And
face.
Seth Rogen kind of becomes irrelevant.
How is the girl from Mean Girls?
How's girls? Oh, she's total babe.
He's
She's a babe.
He's one
The CIA chick. The
Was
she honey dicked us.
yeah, she's like, first of all, like, because she comes in with like glasses and she has bangs. She's like, you mean this girl came in with bangs, a nice rack, and glasses? She's like, totally honey dipped you around.
What does that mean?
Honey dipped it. It's where they go in, like, somebody asks you or something and they're really attractive and.
Oh, I do
you
that
say
shit.
yes.
I do that shit all the time to people.
Honey dick people.
Oh,
Oh my god.
Honey dip or dicked?
Well,
Dipped.
D-I-P?
no, honey dick.
Honey dipped her.
Dipped.
Oh, dipped. I thought it was dipped.
Yeah, and so guy does.
Oh yeah, when a guy does it,
You're
like
right.
he goes, oh, and then you came with this handsome guy because it's like this black.
it's
just in
honey-
case I was
so
gay.
So if you did it as honey dipped, but if
Yeah.
I do it as honey dip, I
Yeah.
do that shit all the time.
Yeah.
Like, all the time.
That is terrible.
How am I supposed to get shit done?
Okay, I don't blame you. If I could, I would.
But movie's good. It's worth seeing. That's what I would say. Like for James Franco.
See it for America.
See it for American people.
I stand by that statement. Like, see it for America.
And I think like even the last bit with like the actual interview in the movie, I thought it was pretty powerful. Like him like doing the interview with Kim Jong Un.
Feel
blowing in the wind. I don't know what that's with.
Wait,
but then
who's
they do
crying?
like
So Kim Jong Un plays Katy Perry's Firework in his army tank, and like everybody says like his dad always told him that you shouldn't listen to that kind of music, like and stuff like that. That's not what a real man listens to.
you don't drink margaritas.
And you don't drink margaritas and stuff like that. And he goes like during the interview he goes, "You ever feel like a plastic flag floating through the room?" He goes, "Oh, I've never heard that song before."
Aww.
But anyways, but the movie's really good.
It's alright.
Yeah, they're maybe not really good, but less good than Neighbors.
Seth Rogen
Let's give it a
keeps
grade.
getting his body mutilated in movies with James Franco.
Well,
I hope
there's
this is
only
like
two
a running
movies.
thing. Well, it's 2 out of 2. Hopefully it's happening.
There's a pattern going on.
That's cool.
We gotta make, well, you know
They
that
made
shit
more
ain't
than
gonna happen.
2 movies together.
Oh, 3 with This is the End.
Yeah, what body part did he miss in that one? Something happened in that
Well,
one.
James Franco died completely, so he lost all of his body parts.
Yeah, but that doesn't count. No. Seth
That
Rogen,
doesn't count.
was it like his ear or something? That was in
Oh, I
Pineapple
don't remember.
Express.
Yeah, that was in Pineapple Express.
Something happened in that movie. I don't know, 3 for 3.
Yeah,
I could be wrong. I don't know.
I
you
feel
can't
like
confirm.
their friendship is like
Gay. Like
yeah.
over the top.
But
Got-
I feel like it's so much stronger than any friendship like I'll ever have. Like
Well, James Franco really does have a nude painting of Seth Rogen in his house.
I do too, but
That's-
Yeah, no,
that's
I
really
for a
weird.
while. You
yeah,
were
exactly.
asleep. You
But
didn't
there's
know
like a
about
lot
it.
of like.
hair.
It's weird because I was really upset because you made the hair like straight and not curl.
Well, no,
like
because
it naturally does.
I started the painting off with
It's a little curly there.
with a
Yeah.
bear, but I started from the bottom up, and then I got to the neck, and I was like, you know what?
I just like dusted
So
off.
I have the so I have the hairiest legs in the entire world. Anyways, let's move on to our next topic. We're going to each talk about our favorite films of 2014.
You guys know I'm bad at favorites. Like I can't pick.
Well, we'll do you last then. All right, just take a movie you enjoyed. It's not definitive, or of course we're probably gonna miss shit. So I'll start. Yeah, I'll start, and I'll throw it out. Captain America. Like
So good.
I mean, I think that movie was just so surprising.
It was so beautifully libertarian.
Yeah, exactly. Molly was like, yes.
That's so wet.
Yeah, Molly was moist throughout the entire movie. And it ruined it for everybody. But anyways, yeah. So I think it was like, it shook like everything up. Like, it was weird especially after Thor: The Dark World and like Iron Man 3. Those were good, but like, they're definitely like a downturn from the Avengers.
So who directed that one? Who
The
directed
Russo brothers.
Are they directing the
Russo
next?
brothers.
They're going to be directing Civil War, Captain America 3 Civil War, and they're going to be directing the third Avengers movie,
It's gonna be so good.
Infinity Wars.
Which
So,
is
part
how many
one,
years
two.
from now?
2020.
2020.
It's gonna be so good regardless.
So,
That movie was
anyways,
beautiful.
Lewis, your turn.
Grand Budapest Hotel.
Wes Anderson?
The
Wes
most
Anderson.
hipster response I could.
I'm sorry,
From
I'm
the
a Wes
man to
Anderson
be.
film.
Okay, go.
Like,
Where's your
for fans.
Him,
Yeah.
You're a Wes,
All right, Wes.
you are a Wes Anderson film, yes.
I would love that. That would be amazing. Dear Molly, you're a bitch. Possible. No, it was
A
awesome.
little paper clip.
He was hitting like a sense of humor that he never typically does, which is kind of like slapstick. Like he had a few scenes in there where it's just like abrupt, out of nowhere humor.
It's
And-
more of a romp.
yeah, and it was funny as hell.
Yeah.
It was great. It was an awesome film.
Yeah.
Like most of his movies.
Like most of
Like
his movies.
most of his movies.
Molly?
I'm gonna go with the Lego Movie,
Like,
which
yep.
I was. First of all, who? That wasn't a Pixar movie. was
No,
it?
it was Warner Brothers Animation.
Okay, that's amazing because
Killing it.
we all know I hate Pixar, and I was just hoping it wasn't them.
You hate Pixar?
Really?
Not Pixar. Sorry, DreamWorks. I don't know why I said
okay.
Pixar. I hate DreamWorks.
You liked Hotel Transylvania.
I know, but I hate Shrek. So
You
my,
saw that?
my hate. Oh, I own it. If you want to watch it, I own very few movies, but for some reason I have Hotel Transylvania.
And
It's
The
really
Hobbit,
good.
if you want to watch that too.
Yes.
That is like one
but
side of the spectrum. to
I
the other.
hate Shrek so much that it's just ruined DreamWorks. for
That
me.
old dude donkey. That old dude.
Anyways,
You go between Shrek and what's his face? Oh, what's his name from The Simpsons?
Groundskeeper Willie.
Groundskeeper Willie's the best. No.
so I ended up watching it with you, right? The Lego movie.
Yeah, Lego Movie.
You had me watch it, and I was like, "Oh, that's gonna be like kind of funny. Like Keegan would enjoy
If
it."
you could watch it again, legit. Sorry.
Yes, I would. No, but it was phenomenal. And for like 2 weeks, Justin and I were around the house. Everything is awesome.
I know, I remember that. You guys made me pull most of my hair out. I'm balding now because of that. That's why I wear this beanie.
You like the movie too, though, right?
It's a really good movie.
Everything was awesome.
Everything was
It was very
awesome.
awesome.
That's a horrible idea. Wait, let me see. That idea is
Just the worst.
Oh god, it was like from beginning to end.
There's so many like
It's like a
quotable-
joke, like a minute. and I don't know what it is. Between that and 22 Jump Street, like the, was it?
22, I don't think was as good as 21. I think 21 was better.
I like
They're
22.
both solid.
Just for that ending is,
Yeah.
that is spectacular. And, like, especially if you're, like, into film, like, a lot, they really, like, roll through the entire, like, the sequel likeness of the movie. And it's like, oh man, like, what we're doing is we're gonna reboot the Jump Street program because just do
Nobody's
the same thing
fucking, original.
anymore. Just do the same thing, okay? Just do the same thing.
Nah, I always love the reference where he's like, wow, I like the upgrade on The Office. It's like a big cube of ice.
It's a big cube of ice. It's like
It's
it's
so
like
stupid. It's awesome.
it's like meet cute. It's like a meet cute. It's like
Meet cute.
I meet cuted you. And I was like, oh my gosh, if you don't get that, it's like. But anyways, so yeah, so my turn again. What?
I know you're thinking of it.
What?
I don't know what he's thinking of.
What's wrong here?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Have you even seen that yet?
No.
Yeah, Guardians of the Galaxy?
Yeah, okay.
Fuck yeah!
No,
I just wanna make
I'm
sure.
not gonna say that because I
that's my
already said
answer.
I just said Captain America. So I'll go with top 5. I just saw that recently. Chris Rock directed like
Oh,
comedy.
I haven't
that's
seen
good.
that.
I've heard really good things.
It was It was really good, and like I'm liking the movie more and more the more I think about it. The plot is non-existent. It's like Chris Rock wrote and directed it. You know, like reading it or like listening to like the dialogue. Anything that has to do with plot is really really harsh. But the people he gets in the movie, and when you see the people just like go, you just see the love these people have for Chris Rock. That it's weird. It's like when they talk about Woody Allen. It's like Woody Allen says he's a horrible actor's director.
Mhm.
He is, but everybody says the exact same thing. They said, "I want to do my best for him," and I think like people feel the same way about Chris Rock, and that everyone there is just coming with their best jokes. Jerry Seinfeld's in it. Adam Sandler is funny in it. He's really funny in it.
Yeah?
Oprah Winfrey's hilarious in it.
What? Oprah's in there?
Yeah, playing Oprah Winfrey, and she's pretty good. And you can see that it's like the most personal movie Chris Rock's ever done. That it's like what it's like to be a comedian and wanting to do something different a little bit, and like what it's like to, for instance, he talks about how when somebody, like when you're going in to do an interview, when somebody likes your movie, they'll talk about how much they like their movie, your movie, and when they don't, they'll be talking about something else completely different. Like they'll be talking, it's like, oh, I heard you got married like recently or something. Or
Wait, you do that to me all the time.
yeah, no, because it's horrible. But